Hello, it is Teresa from Teresa's Pop for Art, where I love sharing art from my heart and teaching you how to create a little joy in your life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. Welcome to July's 5-minute flower painting tutorial of the Larkspur. Let me turn you guys around. Okay, I have my little 4x6 card. I have out my July paint colors. They will be listed at the beginning of the video if you haven't seen them already. I'm going to get a little bit of this Cobalt, a little bit of this Prussian Blue, and I'm going to load my brush. Now I'm going to pick up some white and I'm going to put it on the Cobalt, I'm going to need some more white, side of my brush. Okay, so I have a dark and a light value, and I've used the Cobalt and the Prussian Blue and some white. I'm going to put out a little bit more fresh white. Now, a Larkspur is a tall cone flower, and it's different. It starts out a little different with just some petals, and as it works its way down, then you have some full flowers. So I'm going to show you how we accomplish that. It's also in a little bit of a triangle shape. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand my brush up, I'm going to touch and pull. Then I'm going to come to the side, I'm going to touch and pull, I'm going to touch and pull. And that's basically the top. Okay, get a little bit more paint. And now I'm going to start getting a little bit of wider. So I'm going to push out to the side and pull, and push out to the side and pull. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit on the side, little tiny buds. So I'm going to stand my brush up, just make a little curve, and then a little curve underneath, and then a line and a line. Okay? So I stand my brush up, I'm almost like making the letter N. I'm going to push and go to the side. Now I'm on the bottom, I'm going to push, making a U, and go up, and then I'm going to make a little petal and a little petal. Okay? And you see it's working down. I'm graduating, right? Let me get you guys a little bit closer. How's that? Okay? All right, now I'm going to get my blue and my white. I'm going to put over here. Okay? And now we want a larger flower in the middle. So I'm going to do the same thing I did here, but a little bit bigger. There's my N. And when I mean N, it means I curve up, and then in the bottom, I curve down. So the top goes up, the bottom goes down. And then I'm going to grab these, and I'm just going to a little bit of pressure and pull and pull and pull. Okay. Fix my brush again. It's very important when you create this flower, this Larkspur, that your brush always has a nice chisel edge. Let me see if I can get my blues in here. When I move you in, it's hard for then you guys to see everything. You want a nice chisel edge on your brush. You want 2 colors on your brush. And because we're going out in a cone shape, now I'm going to come out here. I'm going to do one little petal up in here, and then petal and petal, and then one little petal, and then petal and petal. Okay, and we're getting wider as we go down. So blue, white, chisel edge. If I feel like my paint is not moving smooth enough, I will dip it in a little bit of my clear floating medium right there. Okay. Now I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to do a larger flower again. So there's my bud, and then here's my side petals. I'm putting my brush on a 45 and just bringing it out that way. Putting my brush on the 45 and just bringing it out that way. and then pull and pull. When your brush starts to get a little globby, you want to take whatever it is you're using to dry it off and just clean it off, and then you can go back and reload again and start over. You always want your brush to have a nice chisel edge. So I don't have to wash it, but I'm just going back. I reloaded it with the Prussian Blue and the Cobalt, and then I added some white. I'm going to add one of these big ones in here again, and they can overlap. I'm doing the same thing I did with the side one, wiggling it out to the side, wiggling it out to the side, Prussian white, wiggling it out to the side, wiggling it out to the side, and then pull and pull. Now we have some space in here. And I'm going to add in another one, make my N shape. Now I'm going to make my U shape. And then we need these little side petals. So I'm going to pull and pull and then pull and pull. Now we can keep going. We can make this as long as we want. I'm going to leave my flower at that for now. I'm going to show you how we're going to add some leaves to this. I'm going to come around here. Again, I'm going to pick up some of this floating medium, dark green, light green, and then my little runway. Dark green, light green, my little runway. Okay, I'm going to turn this upside down. I'm going to have one leaf out there and one leaf out there. So I want to start with a V. I'm going to stand my brush upright, and I'm going to wiggle the outer edge to a point. Okay, the same thing here. Stand up on the chisel edge. I'm going to wiggle the outer dark edge of my brush and come to a point, and then put a stem in there. I'll show you that again. Dark, light. We want a V. It may look like a bird to you. If I turn it this way, it is a V. Okay? I have my dark to the outside. I'm putting a little bit of pressure. I'm wiggling my brush, and then I'm going straight. Same thing here. My dark paint to the outside. I'm wiggling my outside edge of my brush, and then I'm going in straight. Okay? And then you can just add a stem and a bunch of filler leaves. And when I say filler leaves, let me fix my brush. I'm just pulling in some leaves, applying a little bit of pressure to my brush. You can even use your liner brush if you want. Pick up some dark green, and I'm just putting a stem down here. You can't really see it, and I'm just pulling in dark leaves and light green leaves out to the side and filling in. Oops, a little too much there. There we go. The inside with some filler leaves. Sometimes some dark, sometimes some white, light, and there we go. And there is our Larkspur. Thanks for watching.